Okay. Hey, welcome to Trapping Inc. I'm Rich.
And I'm Sandi Mellon. We're just getting ready for some spring ratting. There seems to be still a lot of snow around, so I don't think we're going to be out tomorrow or anything, but it's always good to be prepared.
Oh, we love ratting so much, especially with floats, and that's what today's show about. It's about catching rats last fall with floats. Stick around, a lot of fun. Trapping is the cornerstone that Canada was built on. Brave and sometimes crazy men and women, fueled by the lucrative fur trade, explored and mapped our great nation. Hundreds of years have passed since then, but trapping still remains vibrant, strong, and steeped in the ancient traditions. The fur bearers still follow the old paths and live as dictated by thousands of years of instinct. Fur only gets prime in the harsh temperatures of winter, and trappers must respect and prepare for the weather. Trapping's past is firmly rooted in history, but today, the gear and techniques have changed. Canada is still known for the best wild fur in the world, and today our pelts are sold on the global market. Our community is large, and our numbers are growing. We are trappers. This is what we do, and where we belong. Join us in our adventures. Welcome to Trapping Inc., the face of today's trapper. My favorite float setup. Look at that! I even painted all my traps this year.
Talk about organized.
Well, they needed to be tuned. These long springs, this particular brand, are just a terrible, terrible, I don't know, junk? I don't know what you want to call them, but they were awful.
But we own a whole bunch of them.
We do. And the thing about them, see, is because it's a long spring, it's heavy, right? And when the rat goes overboard, it's a done deal. You can't get back up. And that's why I like a long spring on a rat. But this particular brand are the only ones that make a 1.5 long spring. And I had to take all of them apart and tune them, and that was all kind of disappointing. It was. Should we put a carrot in there?
Why not?
Okay. What I should have is a place for a carrot up on top there, huh? But we'll put some nice lure here. This is my favorite lure. It's Stan Forsyth's muskrat lure.
Now you need something to...
I do. I need a twig. Can you grab me a twig?
A twig?
Yeah.
Okay, that was helpful. Hang on.
It's just got a nice smell to it, a nice anise smell, I guess. There we go. There's the first one of those, floating. Not even going to worry covering it with weeds. The rats themselves will cover it with weeds. A lot of people think that you put weeds on to control their access. That don't seem to work for me so much. I'm half the time when if I spend the time to put weeds on, there's no weeds the next day. If I don't put weeds on, they put weeds on themselves. There's another rat right there. Look at him right there.
Trapping Inc. is brought to you by these fine sponsors. Helford's, unique beyond compare. HelfordsMailOrder.com. Belial Traps, first in the forest. BelialTrap.com. And by Alberta Outdoorsman Magazine, Alberta's only hunting, fishing, and trapping magazine.
Alfred's new showroom is now open and the shelves are full. We have all the gear you need for the upcoming season, and it's all in stock now. Snaring coyotes? We got you covered. We have pre-made snares for free hanging and power rams, snare making kits, as well as swagers, ferrules, cables, and locks to make your own snares. We have pallets of snare cable of every size and type. We have support wire and tie wire. We have certified body grips by all the major manufacturers in all sizes and applications, as well as setters and safeties and trap boxes and trap supports and trap dies and treatments. If footholding is your game, we have exactly the foothold traps you need in every brand and size, from muskrat to wolf. For fur put up, we have a huge selection of skinning knives, both flat and round fleshing beams, and forming boards, and the best fleshing tools available. Halfords has got you covered, no matter what your species. Demand has been huge for years, so you better come in before the best selection is gone. Halfords, built on the traditions of honesty, integrity, and service. Look at that, somebody put a fancy camel paint job on those.
Wow.
I should have put a fancy plywood paint job on them.
Your artistic talents are starting to shine.
That's the thing about you, you're kind of mean.
I thought I was being complimentary.
You're kind of mean, girl. Yeah, it ain't like these carrots are worth anything anyway, so. See, I sprung for the fancy ones with the paint on them this time.
Wow. It's shallow when you're out here in the canoe and whatnot, but I dare say if we were
Waiting?
out here in our waders, it'd be at shore. That
Well, yeah.
bottom is so soft.
I just shoved that down 4 feet like nothing, you know what I mean? All right,
Okay,
next one.
where are you? There you are behind me. Setting traps like wild. Where did you go? I'm not
Busy
good at
setting
doing
traps
this.
here. And another one.
Cool. So this is number 59 because we lost one.
I don't know where it is. I'm gonna have to look on the bench at home for sure. I know that I had 60 traps. I had 2 dozen long springs, 3 dozen coils, but this 59. Tomorrow is the first check.
Well, we could have a good day tomorrow.
Yep.
The wind died right off. Beautiful evening.
See what I see over there?
What do you see over there?
I see another of our floats. We've come around in a circle. Boy, you could get lost down here in a hurry, couldn't you?
Oh, I think. Yeah.
Well, should we go that way or should we go by the other way?
Let's go by the other way.
Okay. You thinking we might have one already?
Wouldn't that be nice?
Oh, it'd be sweet. Gosh, it's beautiful in here. It's all this winding little trails in between all the cattails and all. It's quite the...
Doing a fine job of paddling too.
I noticed that. I noticed Sand's camera work picks up as she gets tired of paddling. Yeah, let me do more camera work here. That's okay. I told you this is your anniversary.
Oh yeah, my anniversary trip.
Yeah. I promised you a trip for your anniversary. I didn't say that it wasn't going to be to the muskrat marsh.
That's true.
Isn't this romantic? You could go to Venice and pay somebody to paddle you around, but look at this. There's nobody else out here. There's no smog, no pollution.
Very true.
No wine, nobody singing bad songs. Well, I could sing a bad song for you.
Yeah, okay, we'll cut it right there before you start singing.
And now for Halford's Trapper's Tip of the Week.
Today I'm going to talk just a minute about fleshing knives. And when I'm talking about fleshing knives, I'm talking about two-handed knives, okay? We're going to, sometimes referred to as a draw knife. We're going to work them like this with two hands. They're going to be on our beam, okay? This is what our long-haired fur, our coyotes, lynx, wolves, fisher, how they all get done. Now, you can spend just about any dollar figure you want on fleshing knives, from the very economical to the very expensive. As you go up in quality, things like features and grind and handles and all that will improve. If you take a look here, you can see on these edges, they're ground on just one side, the other side is flat. This particular knife is sharp here and here, and I don't like that. I don't like that. My preferred knives are like this one right here, and the back side, it's dull. But actually what it is, it's very, very square cut across it, just like you'd sharpen a hockey skate. So it's actually these two edges that work when we're pushing the fat off in that. The other side is also is sharp, and you can see that it's only ground on one side. So what that's telling us is that we want that flat side to ride against our fur. If we do it the other way, now we don't have near as much control, and it's easy to make a nick or a cut. You're going to buy the wrong one to begin with, I can guarantee it. So go out and buy one and learn how to use it. Match it up to your beam.
That was Halford's Trapper's Tip of the Week.
There, we just watched one go over the side.
Yeah. Well, you said you were going to be real disappointed if we didn't have at least one on our way back.
There we go.
Oh, got on the right on the front foot too.
Yeah,
That's the best place to catch them.
that's where I like it, is the front foot. Literally, we come around the corner, and there was one swimming just over there. This one went sploosh, and you witnessed the entire.
Yeah, by the time we got over here, it was all done.
Yeah, that's how quickly it all ends.
Yeah.
But we're set back up.
And away we go.
Got ourselves a nice rat.
Yep.
It's
all
actually
good.
kind of dry. Okay. You are looking fine today, girl.
Yes, well, we're setting off on day 2 of our anniversary cruise.
Yeah, well, it's a cruise. It's a cruise.
Uh-huh.
Nope. Didn't mention that you had to paddle yourself, but
No. And it's good exercise. I ought to keep very warm in this chilly weather. It's
What
been
do you think?
raining all night.
is the blue box going to be big enough for all the rats?
I don't know. I'm banking on there being 30 rats out here, and I can see we got 2 down already.
You're cheating.
So, no, it's right there. I
You're
mean,
cheating.
you can see it.
Oh, little guy.
Ooh, I got him right on the front.
Yeah, both front feet for him.
Somebody ate all the carrots, though.
Well, of course they did. You know the old saying, the early bird gets the worm, but the second mouse gets the cheese?
Well, the herd tell. We do have more carrots,
Yes, we do.
and You can see the truck from here, of course. This is the one we showed you when we were first launching the Hesperus here.
Hey, the Hesperus hasn't resprung a leak.
No.
What are you complaining
I
about?
am not complaining. This is not me complaining. It's kind of nice sitting right here. The wind isn't pummeling us too bad.
Hey, you're supposed to be helping me maintain here.
Sorry. I was filming, not maintaining.
There we go. All right.
So is it coil springs on this one too?
Yeah, well, this is a little different setup, this one. Oh, a double.
Uh-huh.
Good stuff. A double on this one. There's a front leg catch. I'm betting that he was the first one caught. When you get them front leg catches, then nothing else happens. Well, that's doing okay. These, I gotta admit, when I was setting these yesterday and how they looked, you know, the whole theory behind them was kind of running weak. Was what I was thinking, you know? I was thinking, okay, that looked good in theory, but I think I'm gonna be changing this, but.
You was wrong.
Well, you know, and we're in back in these back areas is where the rats are. All right. Oh, I see one here. And here's something I did a little bit different. I've been having the worst luck with these coil springs. There is your worst scenario ever, is a hind foot catch. When they get caught on the hind foot, then he's got his front legs and he can climb the chain, right? And cause you some problems. But one of the things that I've had is these don't weigh as much and they move around easily. So I've put this little framework down in the bottom here and it's helping. I can see already it's helping. I caught a couple on them yesterday. And there's another good one today. It's just, I don't know why, like those sloppy old long springs work so much better than these coil springs do. Coil springs are so much more powerful and fast. You always get a kick out of that one, don't you, Seth?
Trapping Inc. is brought to you by these fine sponsors. Argo UTV, any season, any terrain. ArgoUTV.com. Puma Knives, knife maker to the world since 1786. And by Carl Zeiss Sport Optics, we make it visible. Gentech-intl.com.
Alfred's new showroom is now open and the shelves are full. We have all the gear you need for the upcoming season, and it's all in stock now. Snaring coyotes? We got you covered. We have pre-made snares for free hanging and power rams, snare making kits, as well as swagers, ferrules, cables, and locks to make your own snares. We have pallets of snare cable of every size and type. We have support wire and tie wire. We have certified body grips by all the major manufacturers in all sizes and applications, as well as setters and safeties and trap boxes and trap supports and trap dies and treatments. If footholding is your game, we have exactly the foothold traps you need in every brand and size, from muskrat to wolf. For put up, we have a huge selection of skinning knives, both flat and round fleshing beams, and forming boards, and the best fleshing tools available. Alfred's has got you covered, no matter what your species. Demand has been huge for years, so you better come in before the best selection is gone. Alfred's, built on the traditions of honesty, integrity, and service.
So you seem to be outfitted differently this morning.
We moved 4 traps that we had no luck on it yesterday. We moved them over into here. Well, it was a kind of a dumb thing. I don't know why we thought, because there was water there, that we could float, but
we couldn't.
We
most
couldn't.
of the way.
So we got a difficult chore here today.
Because we got to pick up traps.
Got to pick them up, and it was all we could do to oar through this. So I'm going to see if I can walk it. We'll see how this goes. Quit laughing.
I'm only laughing because I'm not in there yet.
Oh dear.
Do you want me to do it, maybe? I'm not sure if your knee's going to take it.
I think we'll get out here where we can get into it.
Okay. Hey, I made it in.
Oh yeah.
Now you're going to try it?
Sure, you don't have the camera on when you're trying to get in.
Nope.
Whoa! I shouldn't say that until I'm sat down.
Yeah. You can go up the other side.
There we go.
That's as far as we made it. That's where the truck is there. Holy.
That
Now,
is,
whatever that is on the bottom, loon poop or whatever.
it's,
It's nasty business.
we're barely floating here. You can see how it's more like shoveling your way through, but you can't walk on this. If you take a look here, you can see the water is actually that deep. There's the bottom, but look at this.
Yeah.
How easy I can shove a paddle down into it 2 feet.
Yep.
Let's go see what we got for
I hope
traps.
it's worthwhile.
This better be worthwhile.
Oh, I see its claws, so I got one down here. Let's make sure I don't catch myself in the trap. Usually I am the positioner. Okay. Oh yeah. Front foot caught.
That's the ones we like, isn't it?
That's the one we like. Absolutely. There we go.
Perfect job.
Nice one. Not the biggest one we've caught today, but nice all the same.
Could be the second biggest.
Maybe. It's all good though. Today is pickup day. And I think we've done a good job of getting most of what is here out of here, or at least laying a big hurting on them anyhow. So
Yeah, the numbers seem down today, don't they?
yeah, they do. But we still have a few more to pick up, so we'll see where we get to. Well,
That's what you call a load of traps, huh?
that's what you call a load.
Did you notice that the water got shallower from the time we went out to the time we get back?
I think we got quite a groovy trench in here.
We're displacing more water, that's a fact.
Yeah, we are voyageur.
Well, definitely the number of rats was down substantially today, so I think we've done our job here for Ducks Unlimited, and we've kicked the heck out of the population. When we've been skinning and boarding looking at some of the intestines and that, there's some sick rats in here. So that's one of the things you got to be careful of. Trappers are the front lines when it comes to disease control out in the wild. And when you get too big of a population of muskrats, especially, you can get tularemia, and that can spread to humans and animals and everything else. So they have to be controlled.
And you have to wear gloves. And we wear gloves all the time when we're trapping, but we also wear the gloves when we're skinning and boarding.
For sure. Yeah. I got no wish to get sick.
Nope. Don't have time.
Anyway, hope you've enjoyed the show, and we'll see you out in the line.
You can keep up with all the action at trappinginc.com or join our Facebook and YouTube sites.